And why do I have a Horde Tauren shaman called Asmonmu? Well,
Who the fuck plays an MMORPG to be the same dude they are in real life?
Fuck
What?
you! Fuck you! I don't want to play. I don't want to be a cow.
so I've been toying with the idea of structuring these World of Warcraft videos differently from now on. And there's a few reasons for this. Well, one main reason, and that reason being that the grind in both retail and classic is a chore, to be nice about it. Yes, you're grinding for XP, you'll gain some resources that you can sell, and occasionally you will gain a new piece of gear or weapon that is slightly better than the one you have. But it takes a long time. Even when I'm fighting mobs on my level or one level above, it's still taking me between 2.5 and 3 hours to gain one level. This is especially true in Classic. However, Retail isn't so bad when it comes to grinding, and at least Retail has the cinematic story to go along with it, whereas Classic has none of that. I enjoy grinding in most games that have that as something that you must do. However, most games you grind out whatever you need to for a few hours and that's it. You're ready to progress with the next point. However, World of Warcraft's whole point is grinding from level 1 to 60 and getting to milestones in between so you can do dungeons, and then after 60 to do raids. And yeah, my main point here is that the grind in World of Warcraft is too long. It takes way too long. It's ridiculous. I understand it's an old game. We're going on, what, 18 years at this point? But still. Retail at least had the cinematic story to keep me invested in continuing playing, and it had obviously the more modern mechanics for dungeons and even quests. Some quests had certain mechanics that you had to figure out, and I like that. However, that's all Classic is. Grinding from 1 to 60, reaching milestones in between so you can do dungeons, and then after 60, raids. There's no story to keep you invested, there's only the slow, painful grind, which would be fine if it wasn't the same thing over and over and over again. All you do is go all the way over here, accept quest, go all the way over here, kill certain number of this thing, or collect certain number of this thing, or if you're really lucky, kill certain number of this thing so you can collect certain number of this thing. Then go all the way back, or go somewhere different and complete quest. And that's it. There's no change in the formula whatsoever here, which makes it difficult for somebody that enjoys grinding to an extent to stay invested. So yeah, I'm a bit fatigued at this point. Just even editing doing the same thing over and over and over again is boring. So I think I'm going to start changing it up. But don't worry, this video is not going to end how you think. Trust me. I think from now on I'm only going to structure these videos as follows. I'll include any leveling up that I do, any fun quests that I actually enjoy doing that's a bit different from the norm, any funny moments or epic fails on my part, and obviously doing any dungeons, etc. in between. But Gally, if you're bored, why did you just go ahead and make a few more characters? Well, let me explain. So obviously, when I first introduced myself to World of Warcraft retail, I wanted to make an Alliance and Horde characters and do the new tutorial zone Excel Reach. So I ended up going with an Alliance Night Elf Hunter and a Horde Blood Elf Rogue. Then Dragonflight came out and I desperately wanted to get to this content and just experience it at the same time as everybody else at launch. But to do that you need to get one of your characters to level 60 so you can make a Drakfyr Evoker. So I got myself a Horde Pandaren Monk and boosted her to level 60 so I could make an Alliance Drakfyr Evoker, which I believe is aptly named due to the design. But then my OCD kicked in a little bit and I wanted 3 characters on each faction. So I made a Draenei Priest and an Undead Warlock. So these are going to be my retail characters going forward. But Gally, if this game's so trash and boring, why did you make even more characters on Classic? Well, I'll explain. So obviously when I started Classic, again I wanted an Alliance and Horde character. So I made the most classic Alliance character you could, a human paladin. And the most classic Horde character you can make, an Orc warrior. Again with the OCD thing kicking in, I wanted 3 characters on each faction. But why do I have a Horde Troll Hunter? Well, because. Just because. Why do I have a Gnome Mage called Pint Size? Well, because. Why do I have a Night Elf Druid called Primal Uber? Well, because.
Listen, female Night Elf was the move. Night Elves do front flips when you jump, and listen, alright, I got it. This is, I made the right choice.
And why do I have a Horde Tauren Shaman called Asmon Mu? Well,
Who the fuck plays an MMORPG to be the same dude they are in real life?
Fuck you! Fuck you! I don't want to play. I don't want to be a cow. Like, what do you mean? I don't want to be a cow. Like,
so why have both versions of this game still installed, still playing, and why do I have multiple characters on each version now? And the answer to that is actually very simple. I said this game was trash. I didn't say I was going to stop playing it. LOL.